श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ओम्। श्रीमहागणाधिपतये नमः। श्रीसरस्वत्यै नमः। वक्रतुण्डमहाकाय सूर्यकोटिसमप्रभ निर्विघ्नं कुरु मे देव सर्वकार्येषु सर्वदा। गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्दे गुरुपदद्वन्द्वम् अवाङ्मानसगोचरं रक्तशुक्लप्रभामिश्रम् अतर्क्यं त्रैपुरं महः। आपदामपहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदां लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम्। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचन्द्राय वेधसे रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीतायाः पतये नमः। श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने। यत्र यत्र रघुनाथकीर्तनं तत्र तत्र कृतमस्तकाञ्जलिं बाष्पवारि परिपूर्णलोचनं मारुतिं नमत राक्षसान्तकम्। कूजन्तं राम रामेति मधुरं मधुराक्षरम् आरुह्य कविताशाखां वन्दे वाल्मीकिकोकिलम्। सीतादेवी युतं वीरं सर्वभूषणभूषितं पितृभक्तं हरिं ध्यायेत् अयोध्याकाण्ड उत्तमे। श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम श्रीराम जय राम जय जय राम। श्री हनुमान जय जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान जय जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान जय जय हनुमान श्री हनुमान जय जय हनुमान। जय श्री राम एवरीवन। Okay, till now we talked about various qualities of Śrī Rāma and how Daśaratha and people were feeling about him in his mind, and then after that Daśaratha decided to do pattabhisheka. We say pattabhisheka. When I say pattabhisheka, it's like a crowning ceremony. Like you make somebody, you anoint it as them as a king. That's the thing. That particular ceremony is known as pattabhisheka. Say that. Pattabhisheka. One second, please. Pattabhisheka. So all the citizens now they are all they spoke in the manner. Then Daśaratha asked them, "How is it that am I not ruling good or something like that? Why is it that you want Śrī Rāma while I am still ruling like that?" Then all the citizens they told many qualities again. And as all the citizens spoke in this manner, with their hands in the form of lotus buds placed on their forehead. Look, this is their pose. This is how they were. Okay, oh Daśaratha, like that. And they said all these qualities. That is how one should do. I told you, one have to do namaskara. When this is like this, it's called anjali, like that. So, now he said, I am supremely, he was very, very happy to listen to the words of people and then he said, I am supremely pleased and I am extremely fortunate. You all desire my dearest eldest son to be installed as Prince Regent, and it is a great pleasure to me. Thus he returned the honor done by the citizens and spoke to, and then like that, and he did namaskara to them, like because they are all the representatives of from various parts of the country, so of the kingdom. So he did namaskara to all of them, and then he returned the honor that way, and then he spoke to Brahmanas, sage Vasishta, Vamadeva, Jabali, so many sages that are there, right, along with him, who are always there with him. Come sit here, please. Okay, they were who were nearby. He said, this month is the sacred Chaitra Masa. This is the sacred Chaitra Masa, when the woodlands, all the nature and all, it is adorned with blossoms. There will be new leaves, new flowers and all, they are all blossoming and all. So it would be good to do pattabhisheka of Śrī Rāma in Chaitra Masa. Moreover, the nakshatra bala of Śrī Rāma is also good. Yesterday we talked about Jyotisha Shastra, a little, like how the birth star, the next star to that is known as Sampattara, which gives a lot of prosperity to anybody, like to anybody's birth star, and next to that is known as Sampattara. And there are Mitratara, so many things that are there in what do you say, when it comes to this Jyotisha Shastra. We will talk about that. As Śrī Rāma, now he is telling Vasishta, as Śrī Rāma has to do upavasa the entire day. Upavasa means he has to do fasting the entire day before getting installed as Prince Regent. Please make sure he does that. Please make him donate gold, silver, etc. And also please let everything be arranged for the installation of Śrī Rāma as Prince Regent. After Daśaratha finished saying this, okay, remember how when Daśaratha has told, this is my decision to do this, okay, how the palace became roaring, right? It was so loud that even the roof of the palace shook, like roof of that particular assembly hall, it shook. And it felt like earth was shaking that way. Okay, and now the moment he said that please make the arrangements like that to Vasishta, and as Śrī Rāma, when he told all these things, after Daśaratha finished saying that, and there was a loud ear-splitting sound among people. Everybody clapped. Slowly, now Daśaratha waited for the sound to come down. Okay, the sound is slowly fading down in degrees. I am telling you this because I want you to imagine it. Okay, this much pattabhisheka varnana, it will not come when the real pattabhisheka is happening, because Sage Valmiki explained everything here only. So we have to take this here. So we have to imagine like that. I hope you are you understanding the way what I am telling you guys? Are you able to understand? Yes or no?
Yes.
Somebody.
Yes.
Yes? No?
Yes, Andy.
Okay. If you are not understanding, make note of things that you don't understand. So we will talk about it after we end the session. Yeah, thank you. So now he is saying, and again a ear-splitting sound came, and slowly it faded down in degrees. And then Daśaratha, the ruler of men, he said to the tiger among sages, Sage Vasishta, Bhagavan, be pleased. Please instruct to arrange all the arrangements required for the traditional ceremony for installing Śrī Rāma. Now he humbly asked like that again. Again he asked. Now the glorious emperor now then spoke to Sumantra. He said, let Śrī Rāma of disciplined mind be brought speedily by you. Now you go and bring Śrī Rāma first. Now Śrī Rāma does not know yet, right? So I am extremely pleased with the words of the citizens that are saying that Śrī Rāma is equal to Devatas. Now he is saying, Śrī Rāma, all the citizens are saying that, and I am extremely pleased with it. Now Sumantra, he said yes. You remember Sumantra, right? He is the minister who told to do the Ashwamedha Yaga. Let us just go to the Balakanda and touch him once. Let us try to remember. He is the one who told the legend, bring Rishashrunga. Okay, and then Rishashrunga is so and so. I listened when Sanat Kumara was telling that to sages that Daśaratha is going to be born, and to him 4 sons will come, like that. So you have to perform all these things, and Rishashrunga is the one who needs to get it performed. All these legends and all, Sumantra is the one who told, and Sumantra is very, very aged. That's what we have to know that. But at the same time, they are all not like shaky, they are all very energetic. Okay, and now Sumantra replied yes to the king's command, and he went to the palace of Śrī Rāma. And the best among sages, now here, even though we talk it one after the other, parallelly so many things are happening. Okay, imagine that. Now this happened. So parallelly so many things will keep on happening, and we will talk about it one after the other. Okay, when this is happening, that was happening there, like that. So now Sumantra went to get Śrī Rāma. So now here what is Vasishta doing? Because Vasishta was instructed there, all right. So Vasishta, he got his own group of people who he needs to assign to. So he heard the request of the ruler of the earth, and he commanded the authorized ministers who are all assigned for that, who can do all those things. Okay, because there are other ministers also other than Sumantra. If you remember, there are totally 8 ministers. Sumantra is a charioteer, and he went there, and the remaining ministers are there, and their assistant ministers, and there are so many other servants, and that can do the service. So he is telling them, by tomorrow early morning, you have to arrange a lot of items near the building where the Agni Karya happens. Agnikarya meaning the sacred fire, the homa and all, where the yajnam and all it happens. There is a place for that. In the palace also there will be a big place for that. Okay, so near that place you make sure a lot of items, a list of items that I am going to tell, you need to arrange them and keep them and all ready, either near the place, near where the yajna is happening, or near that room. Like that, you have to, near that building, you have to make sure all these things are there. Get gold. Now we are talking about pattabhisheka dravyas. Okay, they are very, very auspicious. Okay, so let us have that kind of mind and listen. Let gold, silver and other precious substances, gems and substances required for worship, oblations meaning harvest like ghee, curds, all those things, and also all medicinal herbs. These are very important. Medicinal herbs are important for the pattabhisheka. Pattabhisheka meaning coronation ceremony. Remember that. So I will keep saying pattabhisheka more. So later you will understand where he will be crowned as a king, crowned as a prince, like that. Youvaraajya, like that. Youvaraajya meaning he will be the prince regent, like that. So, and then get white flowered garlands and parched grains of paddy, pelalu, and then rice, moong dal and other grains, like all the navadhanyalu, 9 kinds of grains, and then ghee and honey in separate vessels, and arrange for brand new clothes. And keep a chariot with all kinds of weapons ready, with all 4 parts of the army, like horses, elephants, chariots and foot soldiers. All of them have to be ready. And also an elephant with auspicious bodily marks. Even elephants also, they have body marks on them, and there will be some elephants that are very auspicious. So arrange that kind of elephant. Arrange for a pair of whisks. Okay, you guys know Vinjamara, like you might have seen Vinjamara, like it has white, this kind of tail, and we fan deities with that. Okay, that is known as that Vinjamara. That whisks are made of yak's tail. Okay, it is a yak tail that is made, and then white umbrella and a flag and 100 gold pitchers shining brightly as fire. Okay, you have to arrange for 100 golden pitchers. Okay, they should be, and a bull, and also a bull with gold plated horns. These gold pitchers you have to remember. Okay, because it will come in AYODHYÄ KＡNDA, pattabhisheka, Sarga, like that. And a bull with gold plated horns and a whole lion skin with its nails intact. There should be a big lion skin with its nails also should be intact. And get everything else such as gandham also ready. Keep them all ready near or at the fire sanctuary, wherever that Agnikaryam, that fire, sacred fire, we are going to do it there. And let the gates and doorways of the gymnasium, okay, that means Antahpura, okay, as well as the whole city, everywhere needs to be decorated with gandham, sandalwood paste, and garlands, as well as with pleasant smelling incense. And let excellent and wholesome rice cooked in milk, okay, they said rice actually, and cooked in milk or curds, and that might be fully adequate for 100,000 brahmanas. Okay, that much food we have to arrange, that much rice which is cooked in milk, and as well as ghee, curds and parched grains of paddy be served up with respect, like that. And let dakshinas, okay, dakshinas meaning like you have to offer some money, okay, be given generously to the foremost of brahmanas tomorrow morning. So now tomorrow is the muhurta, and it is very auspicious in all ways. As soon as the sun rises tomorrow, there will be swasti vachana. What will be there? Swasti vachana. Swasti vachana meaning, swasti meaning shubham, like that, auspiciousness. So a religious ritual that is performed in which blessings are invoked on those who are performing the ritual. So that is the swasti vachana. So and invite brahmanas for that, and provide seats for them. Make sure they all have their seats and provided. And then let buntings, with the buntings means cloth hanging decorations, be strung everywhere. Okay, that's like costly buntings, like that. And let the main road be sprinkled with water, again reaching the second enclosure. There will be like enclosure meaning compound, like it's like prakaram. You guys understand, right? Prakaram means after one enclosure, then the second enclosure, and then the third enclosure. It will be there like that, the prakaras, the compound walls. But it's like a big, very, very huge ones, like that. So again, after reaching the second enclosure, as the first one will be occupied, in the first enclosure there will be all brahmanas who are performing the installation ceremony. And now in the second enclosure, let the male dancers and beautifully adorned dancing girls will be there, right? Those kind of ladies and all, let them come and they have to perform their duty. They have to dance at the time when they are asked to do so. So make sure they are all ready there. And then let the deities installed in temples. There are so many temples in all places in Ayodhya, right? And in the whole kingdom also. Let the deities installed in the temples and crossroads, even the crossroads also, you have to worship, okay, everywhere. So let those deities be worshipped with flowers and offered various food items, okay, meaning you have to give lot of naivedya to them, and as well as money, dakshinas also should be offered. And let armored warriors with long swords, they should have long swords, wearing gloves of iguana skin like monitor lizard. If you remember, we talked about that, how Rama has all these things covered because of that, and dressed in neat uniforms. Okay, they should all armed warriors should be dressed in neat uniforms, and they should enter the emperor's courtyard full of great cheerfulness. They should marching like that. Okay, they all should enter like that. And thus sage Vasishta and Vamadeva ordered others also, ordered everybody to assign whatever that need to be assigned. If you remember how Vasishta managed the Ashwamedha Yaga, you will remember how so many things he could manage like that. So that need to be arranged, and he did what needs to be done by them personally. Like some things they have to assign, some things they have to do it by themselves. So all these sages, they did whatever that they need to do personally also they did, while being seated there in the assembly. Like they assigned, and some things that they can do there only, so they are trying to arrange that. Then they informed King Daśaratha with a delighted mind, and they said, they came to the assembly, and then they said, everything had been ordered, and whatever we can arrange for now, we did that also. In the assembly, now Emperor Daśaratha, he is seated in his palace on his simhasana. Simhasana meaning it's very big, it's very high, it's like that. And he was radiating like Devendra. Devendra is another name for Indra. In the assembly of Devatas, he was looking like that. And the kings from the east, west, north, south, the Mlechas, the respectable ones, and also those who are living on the verge of the mountains and in the areas of the forest, everybody was present in the assembly. They were all in the assembly, and they were all comfortably seated on that occasion. Everybody has their own nice, good, comfortable seats. And Sumantra, now this was happening here, right? Sumantra went to Śri Rāma. He went to get Śri Rāma, right? So he went there, and he said that his father wanted to see him immediately, okay, without any delay. They will not say how he went and all, because that part will be covered later, kind of. Okay, without any delay, Śri Rāma came along with him. Śri Rāma never asked for why I am being called. In that manner, he heard that it was his father's order, it needs to be followed, and just came soon. Nowadays, kids like, you call them, why did you call me? Why should I do that? Kids ask this a lot. Instead of doing that, if you just do it, then it will be like Śri Rāma. Now, Sumantra was bringing Śri Rāma on a chariot, and he gave him an assist while he was getting down the chariot also. It will come only. And Daśaratha saw his eldest son, Śri Rāma, who was looking like a king of Gandharvas, whose prowess was widely known in the universe, with long, great, mighty arms. Now, Śri Rāma is coming in front of the palace like that, like in front of the assembly hall. Okay, and he was like with long, mighty arms, and everybody is also seeing Śri Rāma while he is going in chariot. He was walking like an elephant in rut. Okay, there is a very, very beautiful shlokam here. Chandrakantananam Ramam Ativa Priyadarshanam Rupaudarya Gunaih Pumsam Drushti Chittapaharinam. We are going to talk about this shloka a little more in order to experience Rama. This is a wonderful shloka, and it is like an excellent pearl. Okay, Śri Rāma, whose face was lovelier and pleasing than the moon, and who was attractive to see and also to think with his physical appearance. Okay, how is it to attractive to see and attractive to think also? Okay, like if you think of Rama's gunas, he is attractive to think, right? That's how it is. So, he gives delight to everyone with his excellent virtues that are displayed widely, continuously, without being hidden. Whatever he does, his virtues, his qualities will show in his actions. Hence, he gives happiness to everybody. And he was looking like a dark grey cloud, okay, that delights those who are scorched by sunshine. Okay, he looks in that complexion also, and coming towards him. And Śri Rāma is stealing people. Everybody, if Śri Rāma is going, everybody's vision goes that way. That's it. It does not go anywhere else. Okay, they were looking at his physical wonderful form and their manas with his excellent qualities, and their manas also with his excellent qualities. And say, if we look at him, we cannot do or do not want to do see something else. We don't want to do anything else like that. If we get immersed in his qualities, our manas will not go anywhere else. So we all want this only. From this only, Veda Vedanta Vedyaya Meghashyamala Murtaye Pumsam Mohana Rupaya Punya Shlokaya Mangalam. We do this shlokam. Everybody does this for Śri Rāma. Veda Vedanta Vedyaya Meghashyamala Murtaye Pumsam Mohana Rupaya Punya Shlokaya Mangalam. But the sad thing here is, people think that Pumsam means men. And I have seen in many things, they are talking like men. To men also, he makes them, deluded with his handsomeness. No, Pumsam actually means something else. It means Jiva. Pumsam actually means Jiva. So we have to understand the meaning correctly and write it. Okay, but unfortunately there are so many places everybody wrote like, many people wrote like this. That's not right. So Pumsam actually means Jivas. So one who can delude the Jivas, okay, he is like that. The Parabrahman that can be only known by Vedas, Veda, Vedanta, and Vedanta meaning the end of the Vedas, that is Upanishads. I told you this several times. And Meghashyamala Murtaye, he is like Meghashyama, in that kind of dark grey, that kind of shade of a tint of blue, a tint of green, so everything mixed like that. Shyamala also means dark green, that almost looking black, that kind of green. Anyway, now he only can steal the vision and manas of the jivas. So Pumsam Mohana Rupai, he can steal our vision also when we are looking at him, and at the same time he can steal our manas also. Okay, the jivas manas. So Mangalam to that Punya Shloka. And not only that, there is another verse called Charitam Raghunathasya Syatakoti Pravistaram Ekaikamaksharam Pumsam Mahapatakanashanam. So this actually means many people said here as well as here also. Okay, Ekaikamaksharam Pumsam. Will it only if you say this kind of Charitam Raghunathasya, meaning the entire history of Raghunatha, meaning Rama. Okay, Syatakoti Pravistaram. It is 100,000 shlokas long. I told you this 100,000 shloka Ramayana is in Kailasa, and Shiva is the only one who understands that. In that Ekaikam Aksharam Pumsam, even one letter, okay, will it Mahapataka Nasinam. Okay, it will destroy the great patakas of Pumsam, only men. Is that really? Do you think it's true? No, it destroys sins of everyone. Okay, so Pumsam actually means Jivas. I am trying to refer to that. Okay, because in this shloka also it said Pumsam Mohan Rupai. That's the reason why. So he can cause happiness to every creature and steals everyone's manas, and he is the Atma of everyone. When one looks at Śri Rāma, you will feel an undefined love. You cannot say, okay, this is it. You cannot put your point on it. You will feel that kind of undefined love. It is undefinable because it is beyond the materialistic things. It's not related to one thing. It's not related to one thing we eat. It's not related to one thing we these kind of things. Something you cannot, it's beyond the way of understanding, like that. Okay, so that's the reason why it's beyond the materialistic things. And we can remember what happened when Śri Rāma was going to Mithila from Siddhashrama. Everybody, we are going to touch Balakanda in between. Do you remember when Śri Rāma protected all the yajna? Okay, the yajna got completed. Maricha gone 100 yojanas away, and then Subahu, all the other Rakshasas killed. Yajna completed successfully. Siddhashrama again got proved its name. And then what happened? When they were leaving for Mithila, all the birds and animals also followed him, as he is the one who steals every being's manas. So, Paramatma's real form is calmness, peacefulness. And while doing other activities, he might show other qualities like anger or laughing or this, whatever, or kindness, all these things. But his real nature is calmness and peacefulness. Such as all those qualities will appear like brightly as sun or fire. Okay, think. Yesterday also we talked about how there are infinite, before classes we talked about how there's infinite qualities are like, make Sri Rama as a sun with its rays, like that. We compared him to, sun, right? In the kind of, with the rays. So that is his, when he's showing his qualities. But his normal nature is calmness, peacefulness, right? So how do that show? But being like a moon, which is pleasant, calm, gentle and cool and causing delight. Moreover, okay, not only all these things, pleasant, calm, gentle and cool, but and at the same time giving delight to people. That is his original nature. That is Sri Ramachandra for us. So we do not say Rama Surya, Rama Agni and all, we don't say. We say Ramachandra. Okay, so every time we hear Ramachandra or we say Ramachandra, we have to feel this. I want you all to feel this. I want me also to feel this, like that. Okay, that he is reducing all our tapas and he is being calm, pleasant, like that. And because Daśaratha wants to keep on looking, like now he looks at Sri Rama, he is not satisfied. He wants to keep on looking at him, like that. And people also, they climbed on top of their roofs when he was coming there. And here he can be called as Ayodhya Rama. Okay, we remember Ativa Rama we did towards the end of the Balakanda. Means greater Rama. Along with Sita, he became a greater, much more like that. And now he is Ayodhya Rama. Okay, for Ayodhya, Sri Rama is like Sri Krishna to Mathura. How Sri Krishna is to Mathura, Dwaraka, like that. For Ayodhya, it is Sri Rama. Okay, one second. Okay, it is said that we should not feel if Sri Rama will see us or not when we are in the crowds. Imagine, Rama is going there, we are seeing him. Don't worry if Sri Rama is seeing us or not, does not matter. We should feel that no matter what, how many people are there, Sri Rama will see me only. Sri Rama is looking at me only. That's what every one of us should feel. That is how Bhagavan sees us. We are only like a speck of dust in this entire creation. Still, you are the one who sees me. You are the Paramatma who sees me. And you are the one, because you are the one who is everywhere. Whenever one sees Sri Rama, they can experience the delight that one experiences by seeing the moon. When you look at the full moon, you say, wow, like that, right? Immediately, that kind of delight, whenever that's what everybody would feel when they look at Sri Rama. And Ativa Priyadarshanam. In the sloka we said Ativa Priyadarshanam, meaning this is the only thing that is being liked at all times. Even many things, our mind keeps on changing, right? One time we might like it, the other time we might not like it. Okay, or sometimes we might like it less, sometimes we might like it more, sometimes whatever can happen. But this Paramatma, Rama, okay, when we look at him, it is like being liked at all times and in all circumstances. That is only Paramatma. So generally in lokas, there are many things that are attractive, but after some time the attraction will fade away. Might fade away. Okay, like that. So Daśaratha was looking at Sri Rama coming in a proper manner towards him when he was walking. He is experiencing a new happiness inside him. Till now, he was looking at Sri Rama. He was looking at him as his own son. Now, his perception changed a bit. How? Now, he was looking at him as his own child, as a small child. From tomorrow onwards, he will be the Prince Regent. He is going to be the Youvaraajya, the Prince Regent. He is going to be the in charge. He is the heir. And next, he is going to become the king after me, like that. He is enjoying that feeling. You know, it gives so much happiness for fathers or anybody, for their children to grow up like that, right? So, Daśaratha is feeling like that. One poet imagined that Daśaratha cannot lift Sri Rama like a baby now. Previously, remember how in Balakanda we talked about, we can imagine Rama running, Rama and Daśaratha and Kausalya are there sitting, and Rama is dancing. Okay, and then when Daśaratha said Rama will go to Daśaratha by extending his arms and running towards him, and Daśaratha can lift him. That is how we imagine. Now, Rama, even if he wants to lift Rama, he cannot, because now their foot sizes are similar. They are so big. Now, Sri Rama became so big that is the reason why. He cannot lift, but he's still feeling, I'm not able to lift him like that. So, Sumantra, now, after helping, now as he came like that, right? So Sumantra held Rama's hand, and Rama kept his right hand on his like this, and then he got down the chariot. I want to imagine that Sumantra giving the hand, and then Rama keeping his hand on his hand got down the chariot. and now he is walking towards his father. There are several people over there. Remember, there are so many kings, so many the Brahmins, the ministers, everybody, so many representatives from every territory, all are there in the palace. And the whole palace, that building itself is looking like Kailasa mountain because of its white color. It's pure white in color also. And he went closer to his father. And there is a tradition when you go near elders, first time when you are seeing them for the day, like that. Now, as he called him also, so he said, he closed both ears with his hands like this. Okay, it's like they do like this actually. Father, this is Rama, I am here. Rama Varma Aham Bhoho. That's what he said. Rama Varma Aham Bhoho, like that. Okay, Abhivadaye. Abhivadaye meaning I am doing namaskaram to you. And he did Sashtanga Danda Pranama to his father there in the assembly, like that. People are angry. So when he said that, it is customary for people, especially males, to close their ears and tell their pravara. Pravara meaning the 3 generations. If you remember, I talked about pravara during the Sita Rama Kalyanam also. Okay, they talk about who is there and their one person and their son and then their son, and then it's like your father, grandfather and great grandfather, like that you say, and then you say your name, and then aham bhoho, me bhoho, to you I am doing namaskaram, abhivadaye, like that. And then one has to do Sashtanga Danda Pramana to their father every day for the first time. Not like every time you see. For the first time you are seeing, you have to do namaskaram to your father and mother. No need to do it every time. That will be obsession again. Okay, dharma is to do once. Okay, now the king saw him lying flat on the ground. Śri Rāma lying flat on the ground doing namaskara with joined palms like this. Okay, with his palm. Again, today I think this is the topic. Keeping your dosiri like this, your hands in this manner and putting it on top of your head. That is how you do namaskar. Okay, and double cupped hands like that. So, and took him. Okay, Vithala, can you please keep your hands like this? And he took him. No, come here. Give me those hands. Okay, and he took him like this and he kissed them. Okay, like this. He kissed those hands. Okay, and then he said, it's like you need to experience this only. Okay, he kissed those hands. And he got him closer and hugged his beloved son tightly. He gave him a tight hug. And then the emperor offered Śri Rāma a splendid, excellent seat which is inlaid with gems and gold, which was there, kept already. It was there, arranged already for Śri Rāma to sit. So that excellent seat was arranged. And Śri Rāma, when his father asked him to sit, Śri Rāma sat on that excellent chair. And he did namaskara to the sages over there. He did namaskara to the ministers, whoever that needs to be respected. He did namaskara to all of them. And Śri Rāma sat on that excellent chair, and it was glowing with radiance in the same way as the clear sun would illuminate Meru mountain at dawn. During Meru mountain, when the dawn comes, sunrise comes, it shines in gold color. Okay, it's like a golden mountain, like that. And like that, now he was shining like that. And because of his bright radiance, obviously Rama adds more radiance to wherever he goes. So the entire assembly, at that time, it was shining brightly on that occasion, like the sky during autumn decorated with planets and stars. You know what? And shining brightly when illuminated with the moon. Like it depends. If you observe, in autumn, what happens is the sun would be clear and bright, but not really hot. It would not be hot. And the evening sky also will be more clear with no clouds, and the moon also will be exceptionally bright during autumn. So more of this, the kind of seasons descriptions will be there. Rama loves to look at the nature. With the words of Rama itself, we will hear them in the next kandas. There's a lot of weather description. How this season is, how Hemanta Rutu is, how Varsha Rutu is, everything he will talk. And now the emperor was rejoiced to see his beloved son. He saw his son, is looking at him. Now Rama is sitting on the chair. Okay, and now he is looking at him and he's enjoying that. Like he is feeling like he's seeing himself in the mirror in that manner, wearing a lot of ornaments and checking their reflection. How when you get ready, like when you are getting ready to go to a party or something like that, how you get ready and see if everything is all right, like that, and you feel happy. Yes, I look good, like that, right? Now emperor also looking at Rama and thinking, my son, He looks so good. Like that he was feeling. Now, Daśaratha is speaking like how a king should speak to Sri Rama. Now he is going to, till now he is speaking like, he is thinking like a father, but now he will speak like a king. Who is going to, now he is speaking to somebody who is becoming a prince regent. Okay, here there are a lot of political dharmas. Okay, how administration has to be done is explained. Not that Rama does not know them, but it is the duty of the king to tell him. Okay, he has to pass down, like transfer of knowledge. How you are getting assigned to a project to a new one, you need some knowledge, right? Knowledge base, right? Like that, if you are trying to do a project, you have to know what the project is, like that. Even though Rama knows it, even though he has been assisting, but still now he has to tell how to rule, how to administer, etc. as a king saying to his successor, like that. Now Daśaratha, who was foremost of those blessed with a son. Obviously Daśaratha is the proudest parent, I should say that. Okay, he spoke to Śri Rāma, who was comfortably seated. He said, I am getting extremely happy seeing you as Kashyapa Prajapati. Kashyapa Prajapati gets happy looking at Devendra. Because Kashyapa Prajapati, his eldest son is Devendra. Okay, Devendra is son of Kashyapa and Aditi, eldest. And youngest one is Upendra. Remember Vamana. Again, Balakanda, we did that. Okay, so this Kashyapa Prajapati, how he looks at Devendra and he becomes happy, like that, Daśaratha is also looking at Śri Rāma and becoming happy. And then he said, your mother, Kausalya, is my better half. Okay, she is my Ardhangi in all ways. Okay, in all ways, she is my better half. And you are her worthy son. Worthy son. You are her worthy son. She, my first queen, she completely understands my manas. She is the best one. And you are also supreme like her. You also got her qualities only. You are also just like her. Moreover, you are my eldest and dearest son. And I became extremely happy when people were praising, all the people over here, they were praising for being the one with excellent virtues. With your excellent qualities, you became dear to all people. They love you. Son, because of the desire of the people and also mine. Both of us. Okay. Tomorrow, when the Pushya Nakshatra appears in conjunction with the moon, you are going to be installed as Prince Regent. I don't have to say anything new to you. Your very nature is that you are abundantly rich in excellence by your very disposition. Like the way you conduct yourself, the way your qualities, everything you do, you are excellent. And also well trained. You are all very, very good, well trained with your virtues also. Even though you are a storehouse of merits, okay, I shall give you friendly advice for your welfare. My son, out of absolute affection. I am telling you only out of absolute affection. And so, I know you are already humility. You are very, very humble. But resort to more humility. Become more humble. Like that. And Vinaya meaning the training that you get in your hand, putting it into practice and showing it in your actions. Okay, that is what you need to do. One thing is humility. You can take it as humbleness. Second thing is the training you received, keep it in mind, put it in practice correctly and show it in your actions. That is what he means actually. Daśaratha means that. I hope you are understanding. Okay. Then before till now, however you are doing, now do it properly, more properly. Now continuously keep your senses in control. Never get out of control. And now, before becoming king, even though one has great self-control, once one becomes king, what happens? One should have greater self-control. If the king does not conquer kama, krodha, the people will get destroyed. The king has to conquer 7 addictions. Conquer the addictions. Okay, the vices. According to Neeti Saastra, there are 7 addictions. Okay, he did not tell all those things, but gurus told us, so we have to learn these things. That's why I'm telling you. According to Neeti Saastra, there are 7 addictions. One is Strī, meaning women. Okay, people get interested in women and try to do bad stuff. Okay, that kind of thing. So that should not be done. And Dyuta, meaning gambling. Okay, it is said that for the Strī addiction, the example is Pururava. Okay, there is a great Chakravarti called Pururava who got very, very obsessed with Urvashi. Okay, he got very, very obsessed with Urvashi and he did a lot of things because of that. Okay, anyway, so that addiction is not good for kings. And Dhyuta, gambling, is good. These are not good for anybody. This is Neeti Saastra telling, not only for the kings. Anyway, gambling. And in the gambling, we already know Nala Chakravarti, Dharmaraja was not there at the time, so only Nala can be taken as an example for Rama when he was telling. And then Mruga meaning one will get very interested in, because they are allowed to hunt. Okay, they are allowed to hunt for the reason because suddenly animal population increases in the forests, and it is king's duty to protect, and they start attacking the villages. It is king's duty to go and protect the villages from those animals, so they have to hunt for that reason. But when it goes out of hands, okay, that is wrong. Okay, but at the same time, no need to hunt unnecessarily unless and until they are doing, not as a passion. And you know who is example in that? In that Mruga? Yes, Pragashini.
Parikshit.
Parikshit came later. Again, I am specific. Huh? Daśaratha himself.
Yeah.
Daśaratha himself is the example. Okay, Daśaratha himself is the example for that. That we will know later in this Kanda only. We will know how Daśaratha is the one who has that addiction. And then Madhyapanam, drinking alcohol. That is Pruthu's father, Vena Chakravarti. Yesterday we talked about him. He used to drink a lot. Drinking alcohol, not good. Next, Vak Parushyam, talking harshly. That is also, some people, they really talk badly. If you remember, we covered this during the Sita Rama Kalyanam. Somebody in the Vamsha of this Sole, Kalmashapada, if you remember, he was about to curse Vasishta, and then his wife calmed him down, and then he put that water on his feet itself. So that is Vak Parushyam. And then Ugra Dandata. Ugra Dandata meaning punishing severely. The punishment has to be given according to the size of the crime, at the same time who the person that is committing the crime. So many things have to be taken into consideration when we are giving punishment. Whereas, like, for everything you cannot give the same kind of punishment. You have to look at various things. But there are this Ungradandata, so that is another addiction. And you know who has this in that? 60,000 Sagara Kumaras, they killed severely whoever they came across when they were trying to dig the ocean. Okay, so they come under that. And then Artha Sandushanam, that means Artha Sandushanam, not knowing how to spend money or spending money in a bad manner. Okay, kings, they have lot of power and also treasure. As they have both, sometimes what happens is they spend it unnecessarily. Now, what is there? We have lot of money. Come on, spend it. This does not only happen in kingdoms. If we think even in families also it happens. We will come across people like this also. Okay. And sometimes what happens, they don't spend anything at all out of greed. Even that is also not correct. So it is very dangerous not to know how much to spend on what to spend. If you don't know how much to spend on what to on what to spend, then that is dangerous. The king has to protect the treasury without spending too much and not spending at all, being greedy. All these things, there should be a balance with stuff. Now, don't bring those people. Now, Daśaratha is telling, don't bring those people who talk bad about others behind them closer to you. So, okay, that is called paishunyam, like tattletelling, not in the way that people explain these days. This person is doing something, so are you tattletelling? That's not how you take it. That's wrong way of explaining. It's like this will be more when it comes, this paishunyam meaning, even if kondal chappadam, it's like, what do you say? Even if it is not there, making up stuff and talking. Okay, that is called paishunyam. Okay, and you have to find out what is happening around you in the world directly and indirectly. Yesterday I told you, I will tell you, king got the information directly and indirectly. We talked about that. Indirect means of getting information means you have to get it from trusted spies about what is happening in which corner of the earth and all. And direct information, how can king get direct information? He has to disguise himself. He has to go around frequently so he can protect people and also his kingdom. So the kings, they do that. They directly get information by going around in disguises, okay, and try to get information from people and see what everybody needs and try to protect them and like that. So that is direct means, and then indirect means. So this Daśaratha also got information like that, and he's telling Rama also, you have to do that. You have to find out what is happening around you in the world directly and indirectly. And the king has to protect the citizens of the cities, people living in villages and also people living in forests, because all of them come under the kingdom. Actually, the entire earth is under the Kosala kingdom, like that. So you have to do that. And you have to make the ministers and the other Prakruti. Now here, Prakruti, we are going to talk about that in detail. What is Prakruti? Okay, you have to make the ministers and the other Prakruti happy, he said. But what is Prakruti? Prakruti means people in general sense. In normal common sense, Prakruti means protect people and make the ministers and people happy, like that. But according to Manu Smruti, there is a Smruti called Manu Smruti. Okay, there are 7 kinds of Prakruti in a kingdom. Okay, the one who protects these 7 is the king. I will tell the verse, just listen to it. Swamyatvam Puram Rashtram, Swamyatyau Puram Rashtram, Kocha Dandau Suhruttatha, Sapta Prakrutiyor Heyatya, Saptangam Rajya Muchyate. Meaning, all these 7 constitute the Rajyam. Rajyam meaning kingdom. What are they? One is Swami, meaning king himself. The king, he has to protect himself first. How? By being healthy, by making sure his lives are protected. Okay, he has to make sure he stays healthy and make sure his lives are also protected. And then second is Puram, Amatyam. Amatyam meaning ministers, counselors. They should be protected and they have to be like king's lives who are moving outside. Bahi prana. Okay, like that. They have to be like king's life only, like that, but they are just moving outside the king's body, like that. They should be very, very loyal ones, not cunning ones. Cunning ones should not be appointed as ministers. And if they are not loyal, they will destroy the kingdom. Hence, one has to be careful when it comes to the ministers. Okay, we already talked in Balakanda, 2nd and 3rd Sargas about the importance of the ministers and all that Daśaratha has. They were so good, they all had a lot of money, so many things, they are all loyal all the time. Okay, and at the same time they're multi-talented. We talked about all of that. But the king has to protect the ministers as well as make sure that he won't be in danger because of them. You can tell everything, your plans to minister, but at the same time you have to keep something as secret also. Yesterday we talked about that. Your things have to be concealed, like that. Strategies have to be concealed. If a king depends on the minister all the time, he might get hold of the king's weakness and then later ruin the king. So in Durga Saptashiti, okay, there is a story of a king called Suratha. Okay, you will come across this in Mahishasura Suratha Samadhi, like that. It will come. That Suratha is the king who got destroyed because he trusted his ministers. Okay, he became alone and he had to run away from the kingdom. And later he is going to become the Manu and all. That's a different story because he worshipped Durga Amma. But still, that once he believed in his ministers so completely, fully in that way that they destroyed him. So one has to protect his ministers and at the same time make sure they are also loyal. Now the third Prakruti is Puram. Puram meaning the city that you live in, the fort that you have. No matter how big a kingdom the king has, he needs to be safe and he needs to protect his city with his city carefully. That city needs to be protected because in case if everything else is attacked, remember how Janaka, that he was in the entire kingdom is Videha kingdom is his, but in Mithila city the city got attacked by so many different kings, right? And how Janaka attacked them back, like that. This fort and the city that he lives in needs to be protected. So he needs to protect the city with his fort carefully. And then Rashtra meaning in addition to that he has to protect the entire kingdom. And the kingdoms in the borders, they might try to penetrate into the kingdom slowly. So the king should not think, what is there? If they take 1 yard, they are our Samantas only, it's okay. We are friends with them. No. But when you have to make sure not even 1 inch of the kingdom is occupied by others. Okay, you should not be generous there. Oh, 1 yard, what is going to go? No, never like that. Even 1 inch also, we have to make sure it's not taken by others. Okay, that is the Neeti Saastra, not me. They are telling it. Now, Kosha. Kosha meaning king has to protect his treasury. Kings should never offer free schemes. No administration should offer free schemes to people. He should not withdraw too much money from his treasury. Okay, that is the rule. That's it. And Danda. Danda meaning the king has to protect his army. Okay, and make sure they have enough strength. He has to feed them properly, and at the same time he has to have enough army in case anybody attacks, like that. And then Suhrut, the king has to protect his allies, his friends. The king should have friends that can protect him also during the difficult circumstances. If you know, like in the Kartavirya story, if you remember, when he wanted to fight Parashurama, he called all his friends. If you remember, in the summer classes we talked about, so many kings came in order to fight on behalf of Kartavirya, whereas Parashurama was alone fighting all of them. So like that. So the king should have friends that can protect him during difficult circumstances. And the king should make friends with kings of other countries for the protection of his own country. Like you should have friends, because in order to protect your own country, if sometime you might need help, then you ask others for help. So they might come and help you, like that. So they should be able to protect us whenever needed. The king's rule should cause happiness, protection and welfare in a complete manner to all these 7 Prakrutis. So by saying one word, Daśaratha wanted to say all of this. Daśaratha said all of this to Rama, like that. So the king's rule should cause happiness, protection and welfare in a complete manner to all these 7 Prakrutis. Not even one person should go unhappy. Not even a single one. That is the way it's made. Now Koshtagaras and Ayodhyagaras. Koshtagara meaning the wealth of cows. So many kinds of animals that are dairy animals, or different kinds of animals that would be there, that are oxen, all these kind of things. And not only that, the storehouses of produce. The fields get harvest, right? And all the harvest, at least 1 year full of harvest need to be stored, just in case drought comes. Okay, just in case famine comes, like that. They always store for at least few years worth of produce for people to eat, just in case if there is no rains, something like that. So these are called Koshtagaras. They are all saved there. So it might also consist of some gold, silver, clothes and other useful things for people, and all can be saved in there. And at the same time, Ayodhyagaras meaning the storehouses of weapons. They also need to be full all the time, which are required for protection. So the king has to make sure all these are full. Koshtagaras and Ayodhyagaras, they have to be full. And the king should rule the earth by country, sharing his love for the 7 Prakrutis. Okay, we already talked about who the 7 Prakrutis are. We don't have to repeat it again, but keep that in mind. Okay, and the allies of the king, the Samantas of the king, they would be happy as the Devatas who obtained Amrita. When the king is like this, when the kings under him and those devoted to him are happy, then the king will not have the problems such as revolution and all. Somebody will not come and say, hey, Tirugubatu, like this kind of revolutions and all, they will not come. And they will all be helpful to each other, loyal to each other, like that. Therefore, my son, discipline your mind, conduct yourself well as instructed. Now I told you all these things. So Śri Rāma listened to the entire speech and said, Father, I will do as you say, and did namaskara to him. He did not jump up and down with joy. He did not do any these kind of things. He just did namaskara and said, Father, I shall do as you say. In this manner, as Daśaratha was speaking, the dear friends around them, okay, they were also there. Rama's friends were there. Rama's friends were there in the assembly, because Rama has so many friends, guys, so many friends, because everybody loves him. So in that assembly there were many friends of Śri Rāma. So they went running to Kausalya. Behind they just ran and they jumped up and they ran to Kausalya to inform the auspicious news. And Kausalya Devi was like, she immediately gave gold, silver, cows and jewels of various kinds and other precious things as gifts to those who came to tell her. Whoever came, so many friends, they were coming. Amma, Kausalya Amma, Rama is becoming the king. Daśaratha said tomorrow is the thing, like that. And she was like immediately giving them so many gifts. And Śri Rāma, Śri Rāma is still here only. That is happening. Okay, they went running away. Whoever could go, that is happening there. Now Śri Rāma, he bowed to the emperor and he mounted the chariot to go to his mother, because every time he has to go to his mother and tell her to get her blessings. And after that he went back to his splendid palace, received, while going everybody like Jai Jai Śri Rāma, Jai Jai Śri Rāma, like that, and he was receiving greetings from lot of people on the way. And the citizens in the assembly also, they were also immensely delighted to hear the announcement of the king. Now, the king told Śrī Rāma today. Okay, and as one would feel on being promised a most desired boon, like that, like Rama did not feel this. Rama was like, yeah, okay, whatever you say. Whereas all the people are like, yay, our desire is accomplished, like that. They were all feeling very, very happy. And they all took leave of the emperor. There are so many people there, thousands of them. They were taking leave of the emperor and they were going speedily. They returned to their respective dwellings, wherever the accommodations were allotted and all, they were going. And they duly went back. After that, they worshipped their devatas, because I think now it's noon time almost. Noon time is about to happen. Okay, this happened early in the morning. They like that. So Śrī Rāma's installation may happen without any hindrances. They were like doing worship. Let Śrī Rāma's installation happen without any hindrance, like that. They were doing namaskara to devatas after going to their places where they were staying. Meanwhile, if you remember, Daśaratha asked sage Vasishta to go and give the required diksha to Śrī Rāma for the pattabhisheka, right? Okay, that is also about to happen. So yes, that is where we are going to pause today. Let us all sink it in. I hope you understood some things. If you don't understand, you have any questions, let me know. Śrī Rāma Jaya Rāma Jaya Jaya Rāma. Śrī Rāma Jaya Rāma Jaya Jaya Rāma. Śrī Rāma Jaya Rāma Jaya Jaya Rāma. Shri Hanuman Jaya Hanuman Jaya Jaya Hanuman. 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 Shri Rama Sharanam Mama. Shri Rama Sharanam Mama. Shri Rama Sharanam Mama. Jai Shri Ram.